What's going on, guys, and welcome back to part 8 of my boss fight guide for Dark Souls 3. In this episode, we're going to be conquering the old Demon King, who's located in Smouldering Lake. Now, we're kind of a little bit away from the boss gate right now because the giant electric worm is still alive, and he is very loud and very rude. And the ballista is also active as well, and it can shoot you around the stair area still. So, we're going to stay here for safety, and on the plus side, this is right next to the bonfire. And here is going to be Slayer Tsorig, who is an available summon if you beat his invasion. Now, I find him to be a good and tanky summon, so we are going to bring him along. There is another summon at the front of the stairs as well. You can bring him along if you want. He'll be there no matter what, if memory serves, so you always have an option for you. So before we tackle this boss, just to give you a quick rundown of how we're going to tackle him, we do have the Onyx Blade for the dark damage. Now, he is the old Demon King. Now, he is weak to dark damage, and obviously as a fire demon, he's very resistant to fire. So we are going to use this Onyx Blade. We are going to use the Dark Clutch Ring to help boost up that dark damage, the Morn's Ring, and the Ring of the Sun's Firstborn for the miracle damage, and the Florentine Ring. As for the shield, you can use whatever we want. This one we are going to buff because I do believe it helps. We're going to do both the shield buff and a Sacred Oath buff once we get in there. I'm going to wait till we get to the boss gate because we should have enough time to do both those buffs, and so we can also buff Slayer Tsorig as well. So we're going to go ahead and summon him in and get started. Alright, let's get to it. Now, I would highly advise you run directly to the boss fog and go on in. You and your summon can take damage by the ballista. You're probably going to hear it cranking up here in a second. There it is. You can hear it in the background. There's your other summon. I wouldn't advise bringing two in. There's just simply no need. I'm going to go ahead and activate my iframes. Slayer Tsorig might actually get hit. Uh-oh. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and buff up. Sometimes they will get stuck behind the boss fog. This is actually good for you guys to see. Yep, it did activate on them. That's excellent. We're going to go ahead and buff up with the shield and just get to it. Yep, looks like he's stuck back there. It might be just up to me, boys. Looks like my shield buff went off. So if you do go away from your shield after the buff, it will go away. So I'm actually going to reapply that. Same thing goes for your weapon buff. That's going to go away too, but that's okay. We're going to let Tsorig take some of the aggro. Very handy. So as for his attacks, he has some slams. He's got a very big hammer. Obviously, don't stay in the middle of that. Slayer Tsorig just doesn't care. As you can see, you can block that attack with the Hapless Great Shield pretty easily. Now, this is going to be a meteor attack, so I'm going to go ahead and unlock and go back in. So I'm going to run around here. You can see those meteors will just fall from the sky. Just run around them. Nothing to worry about, really. As long as you don't stand too still. I'm going to try and smack him in the booty. A couple times. Now remember, back away from this. You can block that. Just pay attention to which way it's going. Whoops, that one caught me. And he is down. So all in all, not too bad, especially with a summon. As you can see, even with the buff, Slayer Tsorig did still almost die. That wraps it up for today. Drop a comment down below if you found this strategy helpful or if you have an even better one. Thanks, guys, and I will see you on the next one.